Hello, now it's Friday, February the 27th. And Minxie is still here, yes, because I've been out to lunch, so Marilee even came in and said hello to her, and I picked up a box of Kleenexes, because she was out, so she's like, well, I'm stopping by anyway, might as well. But yeah, Heather was out of town yesterday, so we ended up doing payday lunch today instead of yesterday, because we usually do it on Thursday. But yes, I did go see Scream 7 last night, and I decided to do a little review on it, so that was posted yesterday. And I am officially on my time off now. Well, I mean, I guess technically I was officially on my time off last night because, you know, I didn't go to work last night. In fact, I got home and fell asleep about the time that I should have been going to work, so that was nice. Hopefully I don't have any, like, marinara in my teeth or anything. Had a meatball sandwich today out at Players. And the fried potato salad. So good. But yeah, no, Mom's going to be here tomorrow. She's going to spend the night. We're going to go, I think we're just going to go to Boonville, as far as I know. Maybe go play a little money at the casino, see what happens. But because of her blind kitty, she doesn't, you know, Cinnamon, she didn't want to leave her blind kitty for too long, so she's going to be leaving early Sunday. And then Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, I got nothing to do but sit around in my pajamas. It's going to be cold by then, which is unfortunate. Like right now, like of course I've been up cleaning a little bit since Mom's going to be here. I was like, well, maybe I'll try to organize my snacks that I got sitting over here and throwing out a bunch of stuff that has been in the cabinet for a while. Some of it might have been there. Those chips that I've had sitting in there, they were like Tzatziki, whatever, whatever. There was like Smokehouse Funyuns. They've been there since like 2024. I never opened them, so it's kind of like maybe it's time to just toss those. Tzatziki sauce. Is that how you say that? Maybe. And some stuff that's been up in the cabinet, and it's like, if anything goes in the cabinet, I forget it's there. It's like, I might as well just go ahead and throw it away. Instead of putting it in the cabinet, I might as well just go ahead and put it straight in the trash, because I'm not going to remember it's up there. Which is, I usually have my snack pile over here next to me, as I do now, so it's like, I can just reach over and grab it while I'm watching something, you know? But, Mom likes to sit here sometimes when she's, but yeah, that's in a snack pile I got going right at the moment. So nice little pile of junk and shit and stuff. But maybe I got a little too bright over there. I don't know. But so yeah, I was cleaning up a little bit since Mom's gonna be here. So I've been up doing stuff, like, you know. So maybe that's why I'm like warm. This morning, right before I got ready to go to lunch, my heat came on, and I'm like, it's like 60-something degrees today. Of course, you know, by Sunday it's going to go down to 40 again. Like one day it's going to be 70, and the next day it's going to be 40. So it's kind of like, whatever, man. Guess that's the, you know, spring. It's trying to be spring for a little bit, maybe. But at least they took the snow out. Now it looks like it's just going to be rainy all next week, unless they changed it again. Since I haven't checked it in a couple hours, it could have switched back, you know. But as it do, because at one point it was saying snow, and then it was saying just, or like a wintry mix. Oh, it says it's 72 out there. Nope, no snow. Just apparently a lot of rain next week, but I ain't got to get out in that shit at least till Wednesday. So. But yeah, it was saying like a wintry mix, and then it was just saying just rain, and then it went back to a wintry mix, and now it's rain again. So I guess we'll find out on Sunday what the fuck happens. That's kind of where I'm at with the whole you know, the weather thing, because it's like, yeah, we'll find out when we get there, because they change it back and forth even within like 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes sometimes it changes, or it lies. Because there was one time I was going to walk to work, so I checked and it didn't say anything about rain until, like, you know, after 10 p.m. And I'm like, well, I'm going to be in the store by 10 p.m., so that's good. Or, like, after 11 or something, and then it rained on me on the way to work while I was walking. I'm like, how about go fuck yourself? Like, you said the rain wasn't going to start until after, like, 10:30 or 11 or something. And it was like, God damn it. So of course I did not take an umbrella, and I got a little wet that night. But I think it only started like when I was down the street. So it's not like it was raining the whole time, but it's like there's a lot of lightning out here for it to not rain for a while, but you know, whatever. But I don't know if there's any specific updates that I can give you other than in the mail the other day, they did a second Kickstarter. Apparently there was a first Kickstarter that I missed. But I got in on the second Kickstarter. I just happened to see it on Facebook for the Charlie the Unicorn, the 20th anniversary. I think you get a Blu-ray or DVD, but it's got like all the Charlie unicorns on it and Charlie Te Unicron and yeah, all this stuff. And then I got like, of course, I don't want them to fall out, but I got all these little extras in here, little note, little sticker, little Pocket Man's card, and there's the. So I did get that in. So I haven't watched it yet, but of course, I mean, what was that? Oh, my. Speaking of snacks, bottle caps. So it's a very classic candy for me. Like I remember as a kid when we went down to the Lake of the Ozarks, Lori, Missouri. My grandparents had a trailer at a trailer park down there at the lake. And of course, you know, we would go down there a lot during the summer because it was a free place to stay. And then we could go, you know, like look at the shops and, you know, go somewhere for a weekend, I guess have something to do that didn't cost a whole lot of money to do. But in the main office, they had like this little, they had a little store set up. At least the original owners that I remember had a little store set up where you could go in there and buy, you know, like ice creams and candy. And I remember getting the bottle caps from the store down at the lake. So that's kind of a nostalgic candy for me. Has a lot of, you know, memories, good memories attached to it. You know, being summer down at the lake, going swimming by myself. I went down. They had like a little dock area. Well, it was, you know, a little concrete thing that you could you could get your boat in the water with, and then they had the dock there. Where, you know, people would park their boats or whatever. And for some reason, I went down there before, like I think my sister and my mom, I think other people were coming down, but I just went ahead and went myself down to the area to swim, to get in the water. And I feel like somebody had been talking about snakes or something. I don't know. I don't talking about there being snakes in the water or something. I don't know. So as I was in the water, something came up and bit my toe, and I like freaked out. I was like, snake, snake, and like ran out of the water. And I mean, it was in a kind of a valley, so there was this guy with a trailer like way up on one of the hills or something. He was like, "You okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." So apparently I was making a big deal out of this, but it was probably like a bluegill or something bit my toe, and I was like, snake! Childhood trauma. So, good times. Good times. But yeah, that's about it. I don't know. I don't remember the week or the weekend. I don't remember. Last week, did I mention that the plans to go to the Westin had kind of changed? So yeah, the plan. We're still planning on going doing the Titanic thing, and at some point, it ends in April. I can't remember exactly when. But Sean, Marilee, and I are talking about maybe doing something, just going for a night in the city at some point. I don't think we're going to stay at the Westin because it's a little bit more of an expensive place. We don't have to stay there. But I have to wait until I get my bonus to see exactly for sure how much money I'm going to get. I assume it's the $800, but I don't know for sure. But I'm kind of planning a night out, an overnight to the city to stay at the Westin by myself. Since that plan kind of fell apart, I think I mentioned that last week, maybe. But plans had even changed. I've kind of like been back and forth on that. I was so excited because there's like a Jack Stack Barbecue, which is a pretty popular, pretty well known barbecue place in Kansas City, kind of like Gates. I realized there's one right across from Union Station, And I can get there, and then I found there's a way to leave Union Station, and there's like this pedestrian bridge that's on an old train track or something, or it goes because there's a train track there. I don't even know if I could find it real quick. And I also found myself a ghost tour. I found myself a ghost tour to do that night, because everything at River City Market closes like. Not necessarily early, but it's like I wasn't really expecting to be in that early, because like the last store that I wanted to go to at River City Market closed at like 7 o'clock. Pedestrian bridge? Pedestrian killed? That's not what I'm looking up. Freight House Pedestrian Bridge. That's what it is. Look at this guy. That's pretty cool. There's a little pedestrian bridge that goes over the train tracks there. But for some reason, for most of March, it's going to be closed. Because I was thinking about going on the 21st. And they have like a little model train display in Union Station or something. That's going to be closed. But also this little pedestrian bridge is going to be closed for most of March. And I was like, well, fuck. that it's like Union Station is like over here, I guess. Is that Union Station, maybe? I don't know. But this pedestrian bridge takes you across the train tracks directly into the parking lot for fucking Jack Stack Barbecue. And I'm like, well, sweet. I just need to find where that bridge is, and then I can go eat Jack Stack Barbecue. But the fucking pedestrian bridge is going to be closed. So I was like, well, goddamn. So I was like, I might go back to just... oops, that's not what I meant to do. I might just go back to eating the barbecue at Crown Center. I think I've decided I'm going to do River City Market on Sunday, because everything will be open more. And that way I don't really have to rush, because, you know, I can't check into my room until 4. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go eat barbecue at Crown Center, and then I'm going to go to the tower and go up the tower with the, you know, the 360 view of Kansas City. I'm going to do that and then go check into my room, and then maybe, you know, hang around Crown Center, hang around Union Station, whatever, kind of, you know, dick around there, whatever. And then go do my ghost tour at 8 o'clock. I don't know if I can entertain myself. Well, I might be checking into the hotel a little bit after 4. If I go do both, you know, go do the tower thing too. I might be checking in a little after 4, but I'd probably need to leave at least by 6, because it's like, there's the streetcar up there, but it's like, I'm not used to having to try to take care of myself. Like, I don't know for sure that it's like, am I going to go the right way on the streetcar? Like, because if I go, like, it goes all the way down to like UMKC now, so the trip takes a lot longer than it did before if you don't go the right way, and it's like, I'm going to want to go this way, not that way, and it's like, I got to make sure I'm on the right tram, and but we'll get her done one way or another. And then maybe go do a River City Market, because it's like on Sunday, because I just like the first place that I want to go to closes at 5, so I'd basically have to check into the room and immediately leave again and hope that I made it there in time to actually even shop there, and then shop there very fast, and then move on to the next place that closes at 6. There's like, I think 2 places I wanted to go to that closed at 6, or maybe 3. I can't remember. And then the soda shop doesn't close till 7, so I mean, if everything stayed open till 7, that would be a hell of a lot better, because then I could just, you know, shop, not have to rush, go eat my Minsky's, because there's a Minsky's pizza right there at River City Market, and then go do my ghost tour at 8 o'clock, and boom. And then go home, you know, or go back to the room. But I'm like, So, but that, I don't know. I just don't want to rush that much, I guess. I'm not interested in rushing quite that much. So it's like, I got 4 hours on Sunday before my train leaves, so it's like, that should be plenty of time to do that. That's kind of the plan at the moment. So I'll have to try Jack Stack Barbecue some other time when the pedestrian bridge isn't fucking closed. Why are they going to be closed? I feel like have you ever seen that video of the guy at the mall where he's like banging on the door? He's like, "Why are you closed? Why are you closed? Tell us why you were closed." I kind of feel like that guy right now. I'm like, why are you closed? That would be so convenient. You just walk over the pedestrian bridge. I mean, I could still go a roundabout way to get to Jack Stack Barbecue, but it's like such a roundabout way instead of just taking a pedestrian bridge across the train tracks and you're there. It's like go down the street, go down this street, go down a side street, and curve back around. And it's like then you got to go back that same way to get back to Union Station, and it's like, man, oh man, oh man. But we'll make it work, I guess. So, I guess that's the update on that plan at the moment. That's the only... And I checked in with Gail. We're still planning on doing the Belvoir Winery on Halloween. But we can't book a room yet. I don't think we can book a room until the end of March. And I still don't know about the rule about 3 people per room. Because you can still only book 2 people per room. So I don't know how that works exactly. Guess I need to call them sometime and find out for sure exactly how that works. Because they don't say... Maybe I just haven't found... Of course, I haven't really explored their website very much to find out for sure what their policy is on that. I guess it's Friday. I mean, I don't know what time they open, though, the winery. I guess I could call them and find out. I mean, you would think because it's an inn, they would be, like, basically kind of open all the time. There'd be somebody at the front desk to answer questions or take reservations or whatever. You know, I mean, even the winery might not open until later because people might not be day drinking, but I mean, I guess they just don't know how to party, so that's their problem to deal with. But yeah, so that's kind of the update on all that. So we're still waiting to see if we can, when we can check in, and, you know, hopefully we can check in 3 people per room, because I guess that's something we need to figure out. Because if we can't do that, I guess we'll have to pivot. Pivot. But for now, we'll just answer a question. How does that sound? Write a description of your bedroom as if it were for an alien. Explain what everything is and what it's used for. Write a description of your bedroom as if it were for an alien. Explain what everything is and what it's used for. It's messy. That's my whole apartment. That's my whole... You know, I've got a lot of stuff around here that I don't know what to do with, and I need to start dealing with at some point. But I don't know. I was thinking about maybe starting with the boxes in my bedroom and just seeing what's in them and what I want to do with it. It's like 1 box at a time. Just 1 box at a time, maybe. I don't know. Start moving some stuff around, you know, start maybe getting rid of some stuff so that I can move some stuff around, to move some other stuff around. I don't know, but I gotta write a description, like, I mean, I guess it depends on what their race, you know, their alien species. Do they have to sleep? Do they have to rest? Do they have to recover? Or can they just, like... Do they understand the concept of sleep? And that's what technically a bedroom is supposed to be for. You could really confuse them by telling them that's where the magic happens. You know, if that's what you're doing, sort of thing. Procreating, they might understand procreating. Or just having a good time, maybe. Maybe they're just in it for the good time. Not here for a long time, just a good time, something like that. So, I mean, I don't know, you know, you explain the bed to them, and that's where, I mean, I don't even sleep in my bed a whole lot. When I came home, I fell asleep here on the couch, just right here, where you're seeing me now, and it's a good thing. I still had my phone on silent from being at the movies last night, so I fell asleep with YouTube going, and luckily, like, randomly an ad went off this morning that woke me up because I was going to miss lunch because I wasn't going to hear the text messages because my phone was on silent. So, I mean, I might have been awake by 11 o'clock. I don't know. But I mean, I don't even necessarily use my bed for sleep. Sometimes, like when I get home in the morning, I've gotten to where some mornings I'll just like sit in there and just kind of like relax and like play my game. You know, and that's about it. That's about all I want to do. I guess, you know, check out of the world for a while. Just kind of sit there and, what do they call it? Not decompress? Is that the word? That, you know, disassociate. I think disassociate is one of those words too. You know, it's kind of like sit here, play games on my phone, like turn my brain off, and not do anything for a minute. Which is what I'm going to be doing for most of next week, because I'm, going to be sitting around the apartment doing nothing. I have my dresser that is, it stores clothes for me, to cover my person for, I don't even know if they'd understand what modesty means, more, or to keep myself warm, during the colder winter months. Of course I wear t-shirts, and that's about it, t-shirts and jeans, no matter what the season is, because, I'm going to work. Like, I've tried wearing longer sleeves at work during the winter, but then I just get too warm, and I have no way to cool off because my sleeves are too fucking long. So I figure it's like, if I get cold, I'll just throw on my hoodie. That's fine. Of course, they've changed the dress code. You didn't used to be able to wear hoodies, but they were saying like that was like for safety in some ways, like because they were like, well, they were worried about your hood, like getting caught on something. But they were letting you, like, of course, overnights gets away with a little bit more, but they were saying, like, as long as you tuck your hoodie into your vest, like, it's fine. But people were wearing hoodies anyway. It didn't really matter, but no matter what shift they were on, But as far as I know, unless they were being told to take them off. And it's like, but it's fucking cold. But, so, there's my dresser to store my clothing, to cover my body with. There's a lot of, I have a little chest in there that's like, it basically I use it as a side table to like store things. And I set my alarm clock on it to, my alarm clock to wake me up to go to work. Not this week, suckers. But usually, that's to wake me up to go do my daily tasks that I need to do, that I'm forced to do because life sucks. And there's just a lot of bullshit. I guess there's my closet. I have my closet where I store more of my clothes on hangers. I hang them up for extra storage, and then just a bunch of bullshit. More boxes and more boxes and more boxes. I have a chair in there with stuff piled in it, like including my old Red Lobster balloon that I've never figured out where to hang it up from the house. They used to hang behind me in my videos. I still have it. It's in there, just kind of clumped over. I think I've shown it off a couple times when I went to my bedroom. But I have my hampers that, because once I wear the clothes, they get dirty. So, I have a completely separate place to store my dirty clothes until I wash them, and then I can put them with the other clean clothes in the dresser or the closet. So hopefully, because I don't know what concept aliens would have of, modesty or, maybe they'd be talking to me with their dicks out. I don't know, I don't know that I would know it was their dick. Maybe. Could you tell? Who knows? That they might not understand modesty and or shame. I don't know. Like, cover it up, or sleep. There again, I don't know if they would understand the concept of sleep, if they would have to sleep, if they don't. Depending. So that would be then there's a bunch of boxes storing a bunch of random stuff that, things, menial things, or maybe, trinkets and treasures from over the years of me being alive, is all these boxes. I think there's towels in one of them. I think there's like books in another one of them. I don't even know what's in all these. Basically, that's just all storage. So it doesn't, it's just a bunch of stuff, basically. But the main functions of, I guess, a bedroom, like the alarm clock, the bed, the dresser, the closet, the hampers, that would be about the best way I think I could explain it to them. And hopefully, like I said, they would understand what those terms and concepts meant. But who knows? It could be completely alien to them. But that's about the best I think I could do. So, and I think this video, now that I believe, updated you on everything I need to update you on and answered your question, I believe that's about the best I can do for this week as well. So I don't know if I'm going to do anything. I would have plenty of time to do another video, but I may be too lazy. It depends. I mean, if I get bored enough, like today, it's like, well, I needed to do some cleaning up since Mom's going to be here anyway. So not anything. We're not dusting. We're not vacuuming. We don't do that here. This is not a vacuum house. Maybe once in a while. And then it's like when I do vacuum, I bought one of those little robot vacuums, and he doesn't really work very well. I got a cheap one though, so maybe that's my issue. Maybe I need to get a better one for someday so it can just go around and vacuum the place for me. Of course, right now I have cat toys and plates all over the floor because I leave the plates down for her because every once in a while there's some of these plates she goes back to like a week later. She's like, ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's this? Like it's like she forgets it's there, and then I guess she gets a scent of it or something. So, but I'm gonna wash the dishes since Mom's gonna be here, so I'm gonna pick up these plates anyway. But it's like, yeah, I've got shit all over the floor. So it's like, I don't think the robot vacuum would do a very good job anyway, because it's like, got a lot of shit all over the floor. But so it's not really boredom. Yeah, for why I'm cleaning up today. It's more so out of necessity since Mom's going to be here tomorrow. But I might get bored enough to maybe do a video or do a random video or something. Who knows? We'll see. Other than that, I should be back next Friday with another video. So I'll be showered by then because it's like I have the next couple days off. Well, once Mom leaves Sunday, I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't even know if I'm gonna shower for like 2 or 3 days straight. Like I don't even fucking care, man. I can just sit around and do abso-fucking-lutely nothing, and I am cool with that. It's like. So I don't even know if I'm gonna shower. I don't even know if you'd want to see me on camera. I might be fairly fucking grody, but it is what it is, man. But definitely by next Friday. If I'm going to do a video, I'll take a shower. So it won't look totally gross. But other than that, I don't know. I don't fucking know. The next week is... Well, not next week, but the next few days are up in the air. So we shall see. But other than that, go have a good weekend. Enjoy the good weather. Hopefully you're having some before it gets shitty. I guess we'll see. I've seen, what was it? Somebody showed me, I think it's snowing in New York or something. New York City, maybe. Maybe not the entire state of New York, just New York City. I think that's what the video was. I don't know. I was like, nope. No. Keep that away. Keep it away. You can have it up there, up north. In Michigan, it's probably not very warm in Michigan either. Keep it. You can keep it. But other than that, and I'll see you for what I see.